Rifles get the glory, machine guns win the ground. And in the French Foreign Legion, the men carrying the heavier weapon are often the ones everyone else depends on when things go bad. From the old AA-52 to the MAG-58, these were not just support guns. They were the weapons that kept pressure on the enemy when the rest of the line needed time to breathe. A rifle is a precision tool. A machine gun is a suppression tool. Its job is to force the enemy to stay down, stay behind cover, and stop moving. That suppression buys time. It buys space. It allows the rest of the unit to maneuver, advance, withdraw, or regroup. In the Legion's operational history, Africa, Indochina, the Middle East, the Sahel, that function has been critical in terrain, where small units often operated far from reinforcement. The AA-52 was the weapon that defined the Legion's machine gun identity for decades. Adopted by the French military in 1952, it was a belt-fed, air-cooled general-purpose machine gun chambered in the French 7.5mm cartridge, developed when France needed to rebuild its military-industrial capacity with domestic production. The AA-52 had a reputation for requiring careful handling and maintenance discipline. Its delayed blowback operating system demanded attention in field conditions, but it worked, and for decades it went everywhere the Legion went. Algeria, Chad, Lebanon, Djibouti. It was mounted on vehicles. It was carried in sustained fire roles. It was the weapon that gave Legion units the sustained firepower needed to hold ground or cover movement. The AA-52 demanded competence in return for reliability. That is a fair trade in a force like the Legion. Then came the transition to the MOR-58. The FN Mag was a Belgian-designed general-purpose machine gun that had already established one of the strongest reputations in the world, chambered in 7.6 2mm NATO. In service with dozens of armies globally, the British used it. The Americans used a derivative as the M240. Its track record was exceptional. France adopted the MAG-58, transitioning the Legion toward a NATO standard caliber and a platform with proven reliability across extreme conditions worldwide. For the Legion, the shift to the MAG-58 represented the same philosophy that would later drive the transition from FAMAS to HK-416F. Operational effectiveness over national exclusivity. The MAG-58 served Legion units through Bosnia, Ivory Coast, Afghanistan, the Sahel operations. The Legion operates in places where the conventional support structures of a large NATO army are often absent. Small units, long distances from base, complex terrain. That is why machine guns in the Legion are not an afterthought. They are a core element of how small units generate combat power. The gunner and his weapon are not support. They are the anchor. From the AA-52 to the MAG-58, the weapons changed, the doctrine evolved, the caliber standardized, but the function remained constant. Keep pressure on the enemy, buy time for the rest of the line. The rifles carry the image, the machine guns carry the weight.